welcome to the Dub Show. I appreciate you guys, man. Check me out.
I caught an L at a young age, stretched out. Getting 24, homie, I got 5 out. Now on YouTube, trying to get a paper route. Coming till you know the deal, we on some grown shit.
What's cracking, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. New video. So I've told back-to-back stories about things that went down in Tehachapi, different situations that happened in Tehachapi. And in yesterday's video, I mentioned people co-signing for people when we're not saved, right? And I mentioned a dude, and I'm going to say his name. I'm not going to say where he's from, just because it's easier that way. And how he tried to bully a bulldog, and how that didn't work out too well for him. So let me talk about that, because a few people were like, oh, tell me about that. I'm sure you guys were bulldogs. It's all good. So Billy was a homie that loved playing basketball. Every yard, he just wanted to play basketball, right? But he was always aggressive when he would play basketball. So the homies would tell him, hey, you got to get off the court, Holmes. Like, fuck all that shit, Holmes. You got to get off the court. Well, what he would do is he would go into the gym, and he would go play in the gym. And no other homies would go in there. Like, unless they were boxing, there was a few boxers. And they kind of used to look the other way, because you're not supposed to play with other races, right? And Billy would go in there and try to play. I can't remember if he was playing when the blacks were playing, but I know for sure he was playing with whites, right? And I remember the homies used to be like, fucking Billy, Holmes, that motherfucker, he's going to go in there. He's going to be the only motherfucker in there and kick off a right by himself, right? Everybody used to clown. Well, the Bulldogs had a youngster, had a little size on him. His name was Negro, and Negro was a YA baby. So Billy should have found that out first. He should have asked. Anybody that knows, YA babies, they're chunking them. They like to fight. They fought a lot in YA. And so one day Billy decides he wants to play basketball with the Bulldogs, right? And the Southerners and the Bulldogs share the same basketball court. And so Billy's over there, and a couple of us, we posted up at the others' table. They weren't there, and usually when they weren't there, we could play cards or whatever over there at one of their tables. That's right there. And so we posted up because we just wanted to see. We just had an idea, like, this is gonna be all bad for this fool. So we go over there and we're sitting down and we're watching, and sure enough, Billy starts trying to do his bully shit, his bully tactics, right? And he actually was, getting rough with a couple dudes. And I remember which ones. I don't want to say their names. And they were just like, because they knew how Billy was, right? Just like at the time, the Bulldogs had one of their own homeboys that we wound up getting. My first shoot term was with the Bulldogs over this dude named Kenny. Tall ass dude. A couple dudes in the comments know who he is, because when I mentioned Kenny and our incident, they mentioned who he was. I believe he was a C number. He was a G. He was OG. But Kenny used to do the same shit to the Bulldogs when he tried to do with the Southerners. Kicked off. But so Billy's over there and he's doing the same thing. And Billy wasn't the biggest of dudes. Billy was probably 5'10", 5'11", 170 pounds. Like, he was slim. He wasn't a big ass dude to be. Yeah, I don't know. And I mean, I'm sure he thought he was a giant. He felt like he was a giant, but he really wasn't, right? Part of the thing with Billy was that he had done a pegada by accident in Pelican Bay. The Hurons let one of the legends out. And the legend recognized somebody from a rival faction that had slid out. So he told Billy, hey, I want you to come with me. Billy did a hit with a legend, and it went to his head. You know, none of the homies gave a fuck. It's like, that doesn't make you anybody. You did something you're supposed to do and everybody else is supposed to do, but you just happen to do it with somebody who was somebody. Doesn't make you somebody, right? But anyways, he really thought he was bigger than his britches, right? And so that day, yeah, he's playing and he's, you know, trying to bully these dudes, man. And then he had a guard negro, right? And they both get to talking. They both get to woofing, right? And Billy tried to do one of those junior high moves or elementary school moves. Remember when you were talking shit and you go, what? What? You do that stupid fucking you do that stupid, like, what's up? What you want to do? And Billy tried to do that shit. And this is the second story I have of somebody trying to do this shit. But Billy did that. What? Negro hit him with a 3-piece. Ba, ba, ba. And if I remember correctly, Billy went like this. Hey, the Bulldogs like got in the middle, like, hey, what the fuck? Hold on, what the fuck? And then so we're laughing. We're right there laughing. I mean, obviously, if he would have swung again and they would have swung, we were all gonna have to jump, right? But what's right is right. Eh? That's a man. And you try to play tough. Whatever his homeboys were letting you do to him, he wasn't gonna let you do. And now your stupid ass got socked in your mouth. I've told this story before, actually. Billy he had already transpacked. He was getting transferred out. I don't remember what joint he's getting transferred out to, but he had already packed all his transpack. Means all his property was packed for transportation. They just call it transpack. And so Billy didn't have nothing. All his stuff was already in R&R. He's leaving the next day. And so when that happened and we saw Billy like grab his mouth and walk away, we're laughing. So then we peel out. And I go and I go to tell the llavero, just give him the heads up, like, hey, Holmes, you know, this happened right now. Dudes were already telling him. And the llavero's laughing, eh? And he goes, hey, well, how'd it go down? And I'm telling them, and we're laughing about it. And then you can see Billy going up to homies, right? And they were like pointing towards the llavero, like go to him, eh? And he's avoiding the llavero and he's going to different homies. So the llavero calls one of the homies that he saw, talk to Billy. He's like, hey, what happened? He goes, oh, he's pissed, eh? And he's asking if I have a pedazo. He's asking the homies who's strapped up right now because I'm going to go whack this dude. And so everybody was shooting him down. And then the llavero said, hey, let everybody know, don't give him shit. Fuck that. The homies were like, hey, that fool negro, that youngster's a fucking YA baby. And so anyways, long story short, he finally went to the llavero and he's like, hey, I want to whack this dude. And he was like, for what? What did he do wrong? He defended himself. You thought you were going to bully him? Your best bet is to get on that bus and get the fuck out of here. Something along those lines. But Billy was, for his last day in New Folsom, the laughing stock of the yard. You don't want to be that in prison. You don't ever want the spotlight on you in prison. Especially a 180 yard, a 180 design, level 4 in California. You don't want the spotlight on you. If the spotlight is on you, it better be for a good reason, man. Not with a question mark, not under investigation, not just drawing people's attention for negative shit you're doing on the yard. You damn sure don't want to be laughed at. So when I was in, I'd say, you know, and they had asked when Billy had came, hey, do you know him? I was like, yeah, I know him. He was all right over there, you know this. But I didn't tell everyone the story about him being a laughingstock. Unfortunately, I have now told a lot of people right here on this platform, you're welcome. You guys wanted it. You got it. It's Sunday. It's a lazy day, you know, so I figured, yeah, today would be a great day to just tell that story. This isn't a story. I don't know what the message would be other than keep your hands to yourself. And if you're grown, if you're older than 7, don't be doing this shit. If you're older than 11, don't be like, what? Because you're liable to catch a 3-piece. Might lose your teeth. It's my video for today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. On the other channel, I plan on doing a reaction to another one of the Super Norteño videos. I've been told which one I should do. I've heard it from a bunch of people. The family reunion is the one I will be doing today. I'll get to recording it right now, but this is going up first on the big channel. Make sure, if you don't know what my small channel is, it is Dubess, Dubess. Head on over there. Little while, I'm going to be recording. Check the video out, support the channel, subscribe, share, all that. I thank you guys for your support. Everybody, please be safe, be smart, and tell the ones you love that you love them, man. I'm out of here.